thank you for joining me. So in today's video I've taken a weekend trip up to North Wales. It's autumn, colours are absolutely stunning. It is cold, windy, raining, but it is winter time. And today I'm heading to Dolwyddelan Castle, which is that one just up there, and the waterfall that's nearby. I've been meaning to photograph that in autumn for quite a while, and I'm hoping after the wind we've had, it should look quite impressive. So I've got the waterfall coming up first, and then we'll head up to the castle, have a little bit of a wander around the castle, have a look at it, and I'm hoping to get some shots of it in its autumnal setting. Check out this business. So I've made it to the waterfall near Dolwyddelan Castle. The castle's just over that way, about a quarter of a mile. This is the waterfall. It absolutely looks fantastic in the autumn colours, which I always suspected it would. The first shot I'm going to go for, I'm actually going to set up over here, looking down at the waterfall through these rocks with the ferns and everything in the foreground. I've got this oak tree coming over with a nice colour on it. So far I'm thinking that makes a good shot. The next shot I'm going to go for, I'm going to come in front of the waterfall. I'm going to get quite close to the edge here. It's quite slippy, so I am being careful. I'm going to get a shot looking directly on at the waterfall to actually make the waterfall more prominent in the image. Once again, we've got the nice autumnal colours around it, and all in all it looks pretty good. Final shot of the waterfall I'm going to get is going to be from over this angle here. Now I'm going down low. I'm going to make the most of this rock here with the moss and the leaves on, shooting the waterfall in the background, and once again all the bracken and autumn colours around it. I'm hoping those shots will come out to be pretty good. There's certainly plenty of colour to work with, there's plenty of contrast to work with, and the waterfall is a lot more active than it was last time I came here. Oh no, it's quite a stunner, this one. This is the best time of year to come and see this. In the summertime it does dry up considerably. That's mostly because it's fed off the mountains. It becomes nothing more than a little trickle in the summer, but now it looks absolutely beautiful. So I've shot those images on a combination of my iPhone and a Nikon D90 that I've actually borrowed off of a friend. I still haven't got my camera yet, that's a ways off. But for now, let's see how those images come out. And we'll carry on with our walk up to the castle. Okay, so we're now up at Dolwyddelan Castle, you can see behind me. I don't specifically want photos from the castle itself, although I have taken a couple which I will put up. I actually want a photograph of the castle. Now there's two main options to get those photos. There's this little hill behind me, or there's this bigger one over here. The problem is they are quite far apart. If I choose unwisely, I've wasted a walk. So instead of choosing unwisely, I'm going to go up that way, get up that main hill first, then I'm going to come down on a circular route and then go up that one, so I can do them both. Now there'd be some great views from up that mountain over there, but I'm not doing that today because I've got a few other plans. But I'm hoping from these hills I'll be able to look down over the valley and get some of this autumnal colour in, especially down that way where the trees are really turning, and I might pick up some shots over that way too. But for now, I'll come back to you when I get up that hill and we'll see the views from there. Okay, so I've made it to the back of that hill. That's the hill you can see behind me that I was going to try and get up, but this is quite impassable, especially at the moment, because it's quite marshy and it's also fenced off, and that is quite steep. I'm not risking that, as slippery as it is. And behind me over here, that's Bod. Now that's a mountain hike for another day, because the views up there are absolutely stunning. Now I might not be able to get up there and get the aspect I wanted looking down, but I've come up to this little mound here to get a shot of the castle with those autumn colours in the background there. That is still providing me a good shot. Now if I can get myself in a good enough position, I can use some of this bracken and the gorse bushes in the foreground of my image. I can use this tree as a point of interest in the image, and I can use the foreground bracken and gorse to block out these wires that we've got over here. I don't know if you can see them on the video. We've got a lot of wires and this substation or whatever it is. But what I want is to get down low and block all that out, get the castle in situ with all those autumn colours. I'm also hoping for a little bit of sun on those in the distance. So that's what I'm going to be waiting for. Forgive the sniffly nose, it is cold. Once I've got that image, I'm going to go on to the other hill we saw. I'm going to try and get the shot I wanted from there instead. So if I get this shot I want from here, it's coming up now. So I've made it to the other side. That's the hill. I was on the other side of that taking a photograph looking this way. Now it's looking to me like that ridge line up there at the other side of that fence leads up into the woods there and across to the peak that I wanted to get to. If that's the case, then I'll film it and I'll get the photo I wanted, but if it's not, obviously the video will just end after this little bit up here. And this is where I am now. I'm on this peak that's beside the castle. As you can see, it's all this green grass and marshland. So I'm going to have to be very careful walking through. I'm going to follow what looks like a sheep trail to get to where I want to be, which is on that hill over there, looking down at the castle over there. I'm also going to see about maybe getting a photo in this valley, because it just looks absolutely stunning, so why wouldn't I? I do hope I can get up there. That's pretty much where I was considering wild camping in the summer, to look that way and get the sunrise over the castle. Problem is, I've heard that people have wild camped here and got moved on, and if you've been with my channel long enough, well, you know what mine looks like. We're getting moved on, so I don't know. I'm gonna have to play that one by ear. If I can get any footage of this in, I will. Otherwise, I'll be coming back to you on that hill over there. But it does look pretty dangerous, so I don't want to become a permanent resident up here, especially not at this time of year. So let's get to that peak and let's find a nice photo. Right, so I've come down a bit to get out the wind as much as I can. I hope you can still hear me. There is a lot of wind going on, so there's probably wind noise. So I've come down a bit. If I turn you around here, as you can see, I've got all this grass just here, and it's covering that road that you can see in the distance there. I've got the castle as a main interest in the image, and I've got all these autumnal colours with the dead grass and bracken in the background. Also, as you can see, the valley is really nicely coloured at the moment. Now over this way, I think that's towards Blaenau Festiniog, if I'm not much mistaken. As you can see, there's a lot of autumnal colour there, and it's looking really misty and moody. Now for me, I think they make good images. Now I'm getting quite low in order to cut out the road as much as I can. I don't want the road in the shot, so I've tried to avoid that by getting low and using the grass as a foreground interest. Use the grass as a foreground interest to try and keep the eye on the castle rather than the road. Same with this way. I wanted to avoid getting too many distractions in the image. I've used again a combination of the D90, which has only got a 55 to 200mm lens on it, and my iPhone, which obviously I can zoom in and out with. So I'm going to put these images up now for you. I'm going to hope this rain disappears a bit. I'm going to try and get up that hill there. Otherwise, if I can't make it up there, I will come back to end the video. So that fence there is stopping me getting to that peak. I don't actually think it's stopping me. I'm just trying to keep out this wind a bit. This really strong wind up there at the moment, and it is raining a lot. Now I don't think that fence is there. I'll just put some footage up here. That fence goes all along top of this hill. I don't think it's to stop us getting over there. I think it's to stop the sheep. I think it's to stop the sheep getting there and falling down, which is more than fair enough. But unfortunately, it blocks my path for getting the shot I wanted over there. The castle is literally just over there now, and I can't get any view of it whatsoever. So sadly, from this location at least, I seem to have got all the images I'm going to get today. Now the weather is coming in, so I'm I'm on my way down to the car, and I may go to another location, which will be another video. If I can get to another location or two, I would like to, because otherwise there isn't going to be any content going out until about February, unless I get to do a little trip. And sadly, all my money at the moment is going on a new car, a camera, and a few other bits and pieces. So either this will be the last video for a while before my Christmas and New Year video, or I may get out for a day. We'll see. Either way, stick with the channel, and I will see you in the next video. Thank you for watching this one. I hope you enjoyed it. Bye for now.